We started here and we moved into this building in 1968, and but we actually started farming when my twin brothers got out of Maryland, and they went to Maryland to do engineering. They couldn't get in the engineering department, so they decided on agriculture. And then I had the third brother. He went to Maryland about 2 years later, and they all got out in about 51, 52, and they come home, started helping my father. He had a small dairy farm and had about 160, 70 acres, something like that, a farm. And then in about 1955, we bought a farm down here, and then they just kept on leasing some more ground and buying a little as we go. We started putting land in easements, and that's worked out well. So we've been here since '68, and we gradually increase our farming ground. And then in 1971, we started our grain facility over here across the road, and that has gradually increased. Then in 1992, we decided to diversify a little bit, and we built a chicken complex over on Bottomless Valley Road. At that time, it was 500,000 laying hens. About 17, 18 years ago, I had a guy from the Department of Agriculture call me about exporting soybeans. And it took us, we weren't ready to do it then. The next year, we decided we were going to try it, so we started exporting the soybeans. And that's another diversification that helped out a lot. And that's grown to be pretty big.
I started working at Lippy Brothers Farms in 1985. I went to the University of Maryland for agriculture business, and in 1992 married Donald Lippy's daughter, Tracy, and we started a family, have four children, 3 boys and a girl. My children went to school, went to college, and they decided that that's what they want to do too. So now all 4 of them are involved in the business, which has been a tremendous help, labor-wise, and their input to the business, and what they can bring, enthusiasm and whatnot is very good.
An opportunity was presented where I could go down and kind of run the grain facility and also take on the reins, learning from my grandfather, of course, and my dad, of marketing the grain and buying and selling of the beans, and I saw a big opportunity there, and we've just kind of grown off of it since. We export containers overseas to Southeast Asia, mostly soybeans, but we do a little bit of corn and wheat as well. And I run a little bit of equipment here and there, run a planter every once in a while, but my main focus is the commodities and the export.
Ag land preservation has been a huge role in the operation of Lippy Brothers. And that program came about, I think it was in the 80s, but we put our first farm in 1999, and we put in, since then we've put over 2,100 acres into ag land preservation in Carroll County. It's definitely the reason that, one of the reasons that Lippy Brothers Farms is so successful and is going to continue on for generations to come.
It's pretty incredible to see where everything started, hearing the stories from my grandfather and how things kind of have progressed over the years. And to me, it's a tremendous opportunity for me and my siblings to kind of continue that moving forward. And to be able to learn from someone like my dad and my grandfather is pretty outstanding.
This farm that I'm standing on here, we bought through the Critical Farms program. My wife and I, have raised our family here, and it's definitely, a help in, the way my children turned out, being able to be a part of this operation and live, day to day on this farm. My family was farmers themselves, and my grandfather retired from farming back in the early 70s, like probably 72. There wasn't a ag land preservation program, and my grandfather ended up selling it to a developer, which now is all houses, and it's right over there. So the farm that I live on, I get to see, the results of what happened what can happen a lot when the preservation program isn't available for families to use.
Without ag preservation, it would almost be impossible for us to be able to continue on the generations of farming, because with the cost of land and everything like that now, to keep farm preserved is a really, really important thing, and it has helped me and my siblings out a lot in this whole process.
I always wanted to be here farming. I have a son-in-law and 4 grandchildren, and it makes you feel good when they're all here.